Pennsylvania for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman, very, very much, and thanks to our witnesses. We appreciate you making the trip and being here. It's certainly a very important subject. Most of us up here are former small business or large business owners, and we are here to support you and hear from you today what we can best do to accomplish that. And we spend a lot of time talking to small businesses, so it's refreshing just to hear your thoughtful remarks and truly what you'd like to see if you were sitting in our seats. What would you do to assist small business? So, Mr. Voss, I'll start with you. Impressive company, congratulations. The tax bill that recently passed, bonus depreciation, 199A and such. How important was that?
Exceptionally important.
Okay.
And in fact, just to put it in perspective, for the last question, the cost associated with the imperfection, I'll say, in the tariff of actually tariffing reshoring equipment was more than offset by the tax implications and tax savings, which allows us to pour more money into our business.
Good,
and
good.
reinvest it.
Do you work with the SBA at all at your size company?
I have not, no.
Okay. And from reshoring perspective, what are you seeing? Well, I guess this question would better go to Mr. Meuser. What would you like to see us do from the regulatory front? The tax end of things is largely accomplished. Workforce, litigious nature of things, healthcare. What's weighing on you most? What do you think?
Are you asking me or Mr. Meuser?
I'm asking you, Mr. Voss.
Okay,
please.
well, how much time do you have?
No,
I mean, you have a
we'll
long-
start with healthcare.
You have
Start
a
with
long
healthcare.
list of big questions. So, healthcare is, in my opinion, we need to become better educated consumers of healthcare, period. And a lot of the reforms have been around insurance and how that works, and we need to, first of all, as a country, understand that we're all in this together. This isn't only on the backs of small businesses or big businesses to provide health care for their employees. The employees have to participate too in the way the best way they can do that is to become educated consumers. And if we can push that and then frankly put it in the hands of small business and big business instead of bureaucrats, I think we'd come up with a solution.
And I think employment-based health care is so very important. My former company, it worked out really well. Are you familiar with association health plans? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's something as well we're going to hope to put in our health care plans.
We've gone through the whole gamut, continuing to try to stay ahead of the curve and come up with new ideas. And currently, we're self-insured with a $100,000 deductible plan. But we're at the mercy of medical claims, and we constantly are educating ourselves on how we can keep those claims down by being better consumers of that medical care.
Thank you. Mr. Crain, from your more macro perspective, National Association of Manufacturers, how is manufacturing growing? Are we reshoring? Are we expanding? And what is there a particular sector that seems to be more so than others?
It's a great question, Congressman. I'll go back to what you said in your previous question, is that the tax bill really laid the foundation for exactly the types of onshoring, reshoring, and domestic growth that we want to see across the industry. And we've seen benefits from that tax bill, from the smallest of small businesses all the way up the supply chain, given the incentives that you all put in that law for research investment, for capital equipment investment, for new factory construction. That is driving capital investment, it's driving wage growth, it's driving job creation. That's what we saw back in 2017, 2018, and it's what we're already seeing now, early signs of. Shortly after the tax bill passed, our quarterly outlook survey, the optimism of the manufacturing industry jumped 10 points just immediately following the tax survey, following the tax bill. And so we expect that to continue to manifest in additional investment across the sector.
Sure. Taxes, regulatory reform, workforce, what about interest rates?
Absolutely. The cost of capital continues to be a significant burden for manufacturers, given inflation and rising interest rates. So anything that the Congress can do and the administration writ large to reduce the cost of capital, we already talked about the SBA legislation that you all have already approved. That continues to be an issue for manufacturers.
Probably the best way of bringing down inflation is for supply to exceed demand, right? Consumer consumer purchasing is there. We need to increase the supply side. Mr. Meuser, unfortunately, I only have a few seconds left, but maybe we'll get back to you on what is being reshored these days and what, how you see that impacting our economy. But my time has run out.